If life were a board game, we'd all live on squares. We'd divide landscapes up into a complex network of patches, a mosaic of agricultural land, logging, mining, community, conservation. To tackle the challenge of how to manage what would seem like the competing interests of each patch, Bogor-based researcher Henry Pernomo invented a game called the Landscape Game to help people explore how such interests can be aligned. In general, cooperation among stakeholders occurs when individuals realize they have to work together to pursue their own goals. All land use patterns within a landscape influence each other, and the game works a little like Monopoly. You invest in the landscape, except instead of buying and building property, players invest in plantations, mining, logging, ecotourism, or carbon sequestration. The goal isn't just to make money, however. To win, players have to balance productive income with points for sustainability. And there's an additional player, the government, which gets to manage the landscape, making up rules, deciding on what to tax, how to dish out subsidies, who to penalize, and for what. The idea behind the landscape game is to use the principles of game theory to help widen our individual perspectives in how we relate to landscapes around us.
You can imagine if a billion people who learn Monopoly, so they do not consider environment consciousness as part of the ideas, so you can understand then why the world has been shaping right now. Not only comprise this rural area, but it also depends on the area that may be larger and bigger than the actually seen. So this is important for the policymakers actually to see how something happens here or something happens here will impact also what happens here.
It's also designed to help players explore the dynamics of competing interests as it influences policy formation, and how cooperation can be used as a strategy to smoothen out and align competing interests.
So you have to throw like this. So then when the dice stop, and then you will start from there.
Okay. It's outside.
Okay. So then you will be the blue one. So you remember that you start with 96. Yeah.
Which way am I moving?
You're moving from the smaller to the higher, and then from 100, and then you go to 1. Okay. So you go like this, that, and that.
All right. With projections for the world's population to grow to 9 billion over the next 50 years, there are some pressing challenges we face. How do we feed everyone without chopping down too much of our forests? How do we balance economic and community development and still protect the natural resources and ecosystem services they provide us with? The Landscape Game, originally created as a board game, launches its digital pilot version this September. For more updates or to keep track of the work done by scientists at the Center for International Forestry Research, you can find out more by logging into www.cifor.org.